to This Week on 33rd Street. I'm your host, Stephen Tidings. With me, of course, is Ian Lamar-Wennick and the great Colin Henderson. We're here to discuss Penn football, homecoming against Brown. Now, Penn is coming off of a very disappointing loss to Yale. They went up to New Haven with hopes renewed after a big win over Columbia. Now, granted, Columbia's winless on the season, will probably lose all 10 games. But they expected to win, and then Yale beat them by 22. Ian, we were both at the game. Can you just summarize a little bit of what went on and what were the X factors to the defeat?
Well, the secondary just went out and they got punched in the mouth again, which is what's happened every time this team has played against a quarterback that's vaguely competent. And against Penn, Yale's quarterback Morgan Roberts threw for 4 touchdowns and only had 3 incompletions. And it kind of spoiled a pretty decent day for the Penn offense, which looked really efficient at times under Alec Torgerson. He's been really solid at managing the game, getting the ball downfield, and improving on his mental aspect of the game. He's not focusing on his first read anymore. He's learning to dump the ball off, and he's not forcing throws into coverage like he was in the past. Yeah,
and I think that's something that, moving forward for Penn, I think, the Ivy title hopes are probably done. I think it would take an absolute miracle of circumstances for them to win one. But I think that they can still look forward to some great things moving forward with Torgerson. And I think we saw with Yale last year, Morgan Roberts looked awful against Penn, threw 2 interceptions. And then this year he came out and he's probably the Ivy League player of the year right now. So, Colin, what things are we looking forward to going into Penn versus Brown?
Yeah, so I guess at this point in the season, I think as Penn fans or just analysts of the sport, we're more looking for improvement in what we see on the field in terms of results on the scoreboard. So I think this is really another good chance for a Penn secondary that has been punched in the mouth all year, as Ian referred to maybe try and show a little pride against another solid quarterback in Brown's Marcus Fuller. So it'll be interesting to see if they can make any improvements. Also, Alec Torgerson has been showing a lot of improvement, especially in terms of his consistency, staying efficient, no turnovers in the last game. They didn't, obviously a lot of punts, they didn't convert on every offensive drive, but nonetheless, he's showing a lot more consistency. Hope to more of the same in this game. And also, I think Penn has a lot of room for improvement on the ground. They have been banged up at running back this year, and their offensive line is a little inexperienced, but a little over 3 yards per carry in a blowout isn't necessarily what we're looking for. So I think those are some areas of improvement that they can show moving forward against Brown.
All right, so who is the key player to this game, and what is your prediction?
Well, I'd have to go with Alec Torgerson, honestly, for Penn.
Seems like a common thread between the three of us.
No doubt about it. I mean, he's the future of Penn football. Sophomore quarterback, he's showing a lot of promise this year despite some poor results. With that said, I think he'll have a solid game, but I don't think they have enough to beat Brown. I would take Brown 28-17 probably.
All right, Ian, key player prediction.
My key player is actually going to be Matt Schwartz, the fullback for Penn. And let me explain why. Last week against Yale, Matt Schwartz was motioned out into the slot many times as a wide receiver. But I think that if Penn wants to win, their best chance is to play a power game, dominate the time of possession, and not let Fuller and Jake Hall, their freshman running back, who just made his much heralded debut last week, keep them off the field entirely. If Penn wants to win, they need to dominate time of possession, keep Fuller off the field, keep Jake Hall off the field, and run the ball and use Schwartz as a blocker and use him as a receiver out of the backfield to pick up some first downs on 3rd and shorts, 3rd and mediums, and just try to dominate the game. But
prediction?
I'm going to have to say Brown 27, Penn 24. I feel like there's going to be a 3rd down conversion Penn's going to miss, and then Fuller's going to win on a 2-minute drive.
All right, well, I'm biased because this week I wrote a big special teams feature, so I've got to say that the key player to this game is going to be junior kicker Jimmy Gamble. I'm going to say that he's going to recreate Connor Loftus's epic homecoming from 2 years ago and win it with a field goal. 24-21 Penn. That's all for the three of us. Make sure to read my special teams feature, Riley Steele's preview, and then make sure to follow our live blog during the game on Saturday. For Daily Penn Sports, thanks for watching.